And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Here's a hit. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Washington.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Bears send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They go to the ground. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw at Simmons. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
I tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Gets it out fast. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Robertson. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. QB draw. Gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
Past the first down marker and still running.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Robertson. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught over the middle. It's high. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air, it's Simmons. Looking for a deep man. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The hand to the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the Bears are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. In the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prentice. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To throw, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
One more snap coming before halftime. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and forward right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Simmons. That's caught. It's Stribling. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, trying to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Caught near the sticks, it's Cameron. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, running back on the move. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hands it off. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I am an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, second half, if I can tie the football game, a 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
Right down the boulevard. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. Showing off the arm. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Continues to fight for yards. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw at Simmons. Got it in the middle, it's Stribling. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's got an open man. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Back 18! Back 18!
Grab behind the line. It's Haas. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2.
Blue 22!
Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Got a man, it's Prentice. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Prentice. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The Bears have this offense rolling.
Jackrabbit.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Got the quick pass, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down, and that made it more manageable. But obviously, the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Big stop for this defense on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, adds the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll try the run. The Bears have enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
They'll try the outside to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA